Yeah, we here.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Play fake. Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up second and
a good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run. Cook. He's got a first down inside of midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A first down throw for Cousins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Cook following the penalty. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Daryl Worley up to make the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Dan Bailey for the Viking field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
his kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they have 3 first downs and 3 points.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Prescott from the gun. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it.
And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And it's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
He is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Covered by Jeff Gladney.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Ezekiel Elliott.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Gets there back at the 39-yard line. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And it's 4th down.
Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They're more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, Cook. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 39.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. A tight one after one on EA Sports.
3-3.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 2nd and 9, Cousins letting one go deep for the end zone. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Interception. Here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. On 2nd down, Elliott. Only a yard
on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
That's out to the left and complete. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Connects here with his tight end, Blake Jarwin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
First down, Cowboys.
Oh, my goodness.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
7 yards, the pickup there.
25-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. The give is to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
7-yard gain on the play.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
First and goal.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mention the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut.
Interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st down, Dallas.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On 1st and 10, Prescott got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Out of bounds at the 16.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
And again, it's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Yet again. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
There's be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 33. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
Vikings 3.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this carries into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second down, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even far behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
fielded right around the 8. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. And what's the call here? The official's so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Cowboys.
First down, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Prescott now. It is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air again, Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
A give to Elliott. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 25. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Prescott on 3rd and 2.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Prescott to the rookie Lamb. 1st down, Cowboys.
1st down, Dallas.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Prescott. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Third and long for Prescott. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
The made field goal. Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Working out of the gun, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Down at the 31. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up.
We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
The sack there by Tyrone Crawford, shooting in to make the play.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Prescott on 1st down. Keeps himself upright. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
15.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. 10 carry now for Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Elliott, the Cowboy ball.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
6 at the 45-yard line.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. 20, 10, and he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll work it across across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this is incomplete.
Prescott's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 5 yards.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16.
Makes the score 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Following the interception, Cousins in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Room past the 20. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 27.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now Cousins. It's complete to Sharp. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Cousins. Well, he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now we're at the 41, second and 9. They run it again with Cook. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be 51-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases,
they can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Danielle Hunter in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 46 yards.
Cowboys.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Minnesota, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.